Right. Okay. Hi guys. Today I'm gonna talk about Bangladesh. I'm just gonna talk about some issues and some problems, and besides, I'll try to give some solutions um, that we actually need for the country. As you guys know, that a lot of problems are going on in our country, like corruption, violation, student politics, education problems, right? Um, Traffic problems, maltreatment, and so on, right? And you guys know very well that what we actually losing because of these kinds of problems, right? If you talk about student politics, right? Because of student politics, like violation is going on, right? Because of that, like common people are dying without reasons, and I guess like many families, they are very scared because of student politics. um, they're very tense when they send their children to school, college, university, right? And they're very scared that their children will come back home safely or not. So this situation is going on in our country. And another problem is, the maltreatments. Okay. Because of maltreatments, like um, a lot of patients are dying without reason. Okay. Patients, they cannot depend on our treatment. Okay, because the medical field of Bangladesh is very weak, right? As you guys know that. So I will talk about every problems and try to give some solutions, right? And I do realize that most of the problems depends on corruptions. Okay. So the corruption is the foundation of all problems. I believe that. Okay, because every problem is creating from corruption internally. If we think that, okay, if we think internally, it seems to me like is most of problems is like creating from corruptions. Okay. And I believe that like most of the corruption, is happening in every single company or institute. Okay. So I'll talk about this part in details in my short video. um, I'll talk about like how we can control corruption in just 3 to 4 months project. It's a very simple project and we can do it. And I do believe that if government of Bangladesh follow this system, right, uh, we can control corruption successfully. So before talking about how we can stop corruption, let's talk about like how much important to control corruption in Bangladesh, and what are we actually losing because of corruptions. Okay. So just keep watching this video. I think this video is gonna be helpful. So before talking about like how to control corruptions, right, we need to think about like what we actually losing because of corruptions. Okay. Because of corruptions, I believe that we are losing our talents. Okay, most of the students, they are losing their talents. Okay, students are not able to use their brain, their talents in proper way because of corruptions. And like day by day, Bangladesh is going to be a dead nation. Okay. And let's give you okay, though I'm talking in a different way, but it's true and it's right. Okay. Our country is going to be a dead nation day by day. Okay, let's give you some example. Like, okay, as you guys know that a lot of students have brilliant result, intellectual result. Okay. They come from different colleges, universities, right? And most of them are poor students, but they're not getting job because of having no money. Okay, so every single company or private, that could be government company, they're taking extra money from students or candidate to hire. Here is the most important point is, company is not verifying or justifying students talent, student result. Okay, they're just checking out whether students have money or not. So because of these simple corruptions, right, we are losing talented students, intellectual students. The students are getting frustrated when they don't get any job because of having no money. At the final stage, or finally, those students are becoming like farmer, rickshaw puller, or doing vendors, like small business. Another point is, we are losing, I would say, billion dollars, trillion dollars because of corruptions. If we think internally, okay. I just want to make sure by giving you a clear example, right? um, as you know that we are losing talented um, students, right? And this is very much important thing. And I was just gonna try to make sure, by giving a clear example, like uh, if a company or institute, right, takes extra $10,000 as a bribe from a candidate to hire, as you know, internally what's actually happening, entire Bangladesh is losing more than $10 billion. I would say more than $10 trillion we are losing because of simple corruptions. Suppose a student has been hired by paying extra money to the hospital, right? And these students might do maltreatment because the hospital, they didn't check out brain or certificate. They just check out like students, whether students have money or not. Okay, so maltreatment can happen, right? So because of maltreatments, like patients are dying as a result, like the poor quality of treatment in Bangladesh is being spread all over the world. So patients from abroad not coming from my country for treatment. That means we are not able to make money in medical field, right? Because the patient from a different country, they're not coming in my country for the better treatments. We don't have better treatments, right? Because of maltreatments, and the maltreatments is happening because of some dishonest person, they hiring candidates. They're not checking out brain results or anything. They just check out the money, whether candidates have money or not. Okay, so we need to work on that. Okay, so once we are doing this system, right, so the poor quality of treatment is happening in our country. So that means like medical field is very weak in my country. So instead of these, what we doing? We are sending our patients to different countries like Singapore, UK, Canada, let's go USA, right, India, or any other country for better treatment. Because we cannot depend on Bangladeshi doctor or Bangladeshi treatment system. So that means for quality treatments or good treatments, we are spending billion dollar in abroad. Okay, so that the different countries making huge amount of money from us. Okay, so here is my question is, why do you need to send our patient to different countries for the better treatments? Okay, because the medical field in Bangladesh is very poor, very weak. Okay, it's happening because the simple answer is corruption. So that means because of corruptions, we are losing billion dollars. Okay, so now move to the education sector. In the same way, students of Bangladesh are going to study abroad, like in different countries, like UK, Canada, or Australia, America. So that means we are losing a huge amount of money. Okay, but we are not making any single dollars. We are not making any single dollars from international students. Okay, because enough international students are not coming in my country to study. Okay, this is also happening because of corruptions. So if in the international students not coming in my country, that means we cannot make money. Okay, we are losing money. We are supposed to make money from international students. Okay, instead of this, what are you doing? We are sending our students to different countries, right, for better study, and we are spending huge amount of money in abroad. Okay, so this is also happening because of corruptions. The most important thing that our students are losing brain, I will say that. Okay, our brain is not like developing because of corruption. This is pretty much important. Let's see how. Okay, I'm just gonna give you an example. Like, when students see that I have money, some students, they have money. So students see that I have a powerful person, right, and I have money, right, to get a job, and that powerful person can help me to get a job, right? So this tendency helps students not to study more. Okay, they just get the passing mark and pass the test, right? So that students are having low quality brain and low quality thinking power. Okay, just realize why we don't have enough scientists, right? Enough scientists like America or any other country. Why don't we have good doctors? Why don't we have good engineers? Why don't we have good, the talented persons? The simple answer is corruption. Okay, so that means we need to work on corruptions, and corruption is the most important and major problems for Bangladesh. Okay, so actually a lot of things we're losing. Okay, it's a lot of property we're losing because of corruptions. Internally, if we think that, okay, internally, if you do corruptions, if a person do corruption like $5, okay, we are losing $5 billion. Entire Bangladesh is losing $5 billion, more than $5 billion internally. Okay, so now moving to the main topic, how we can solve these corruption problems in Bangladesh. Okay, we need to find out, actually, I believe that we need to find out where actually corruption is creating. Okay, in general, corruption is not happening on the street or open space. Okay, I do believe that. This is happening in most of the companies, right? Most of the institutes, like also the from small to big companies, corruption is happening. It can be private or it can be public. It can be public companies. So to do that, right? We need to do a system that we need to set up, right? I believe that this system is gonna work that I'm gonna share right now. Okay, as you guys know that there are 64 district in Bangladesh, right? So in every district, we need to set up a control board. Okay, the control board, they're gonna work. They're gonna work on different projects like working on corruptions, working on education, working on traffic problems, and so on. Let's making clear by giving an example of Dhaka City. In Dhaka City, there should be a control board. Suppose there should be a control board in Dhaka City, and under control board, there will be special employees. Okay, their roles and responsibilities is to make a list of companies of Dhaka City and monitor. Okay, monitor successfully, properly. You know, every single company. There should be some rules like every single company they should hire candidate by taking 3-4 times face-to-face interview, right? And the total interview should be recorded and sent to the control board. Okay, now this is gonna be the system. Let me repeat again. Every single company they should hire the candidate or students by taking 3-4 times interview, right? And total interview should be recorded and sent to the control board, and control board is gonna check it out, the video, to make sure that is a proxy video or not. Okay, and an interviewer and who will take the interviewer should ask the candidate questions from primary level to candidate's present degree. Okay, this is very much important because every single every single steps they need to be asked. I believe that. And here, the just certificate is not important. The company, they shouldn't give priority on certificate because it's nothing. Certificate is a kind of paper, right? So the company should be compelled to provide all informations, okay, and update informations to the control board, and control board will monitor that. Even control board will have the right to see and talk to the candidates to make sure whether that's the right candidates or not. Okay, so if the control board found any defect or any illegal things, illegal plan, okay, in the company, so control board is gonna take actions against the company. Like control board will have the right to ban the company, or the control board can take actions in different way. Okay, so and another thing that control board can do is company is not allowed to do business if any illegal activities or any illegal plan is found. Okay, so now if this process or the system is going on in entire Bangladesh, right, I believe like students of Bangladesh will have tendency to study more. Students no longer take part in copying an exam. They will think that, oh, to get a job I have to study more because I have to face 3-4 times interview. Certificate is nothing here. Okay, and in this process, we can also stop student politics. Okay, um, you know before talking about student politics, let's make sure by talking in different way. Like, we cannot actually ban student politics directly. Okay, if you do that, students, they're gonna come outside, they're gonna come to the street and vandalize different cars. Okay, so that's another part, but we need to stop technically. Okay, we need to stop student politics technically, and the technical process is my system, what I'm saying. Okay, company, they need to check it out. I mean, every single company, they should check it out. The brain, talent, right? Intellectuality and brilliant result. Okay, if the company, they're gonna hire in this system, this process, I believe that the student politics will stop. Okay, I believe that, because those students are connected with politics. They don't study more, right? This get the passing mark and pass the test, right? These kinds of students also think that we are studying to get a job. Okay, every student think that we are studying to get a job. Okay, and if the job sector is very restricted, okay, and students need to be faced like 3-4 times interview, so that means like the students gonna study more. Okay, so automatically, day by day, like student politics will be removed from Bangladesh. Okay, though it's a very simple simple and plain text or plain video, but behind this scenario, like, we have to do a lot of jobs. Okay, and also another thing is, like, by following this system or process, we can have, like, we'll have the higher chance to get good doctors and good engineers, good or other talented students, right? Even we can get scientists. Okay, because I believe whenever students gonna study more, right, they're not wasting their time doing politics or any other activities. So they study more, and their brain is gonna change, their mentality is gonna change. Okay, and I personally believe that to stop corruptions, right, we need to change our mentality. Okay, mentality is very important to stop corruptions, and only we can change our mentality if we got positive educations. Okay, and now I already mentioned the system. This is very simple system, but behind this scenario, we have to do a lot of our technical plan to stop corruptions. Now, we might think that, or you guys might think that, if the control board is corrupted, so what do you need to do, right? You may think of that. I would say that there is no way that a control board will be corrupted. There is no way. Okay, what I explained is very plain context, but behind this scenario, like, some techniques we need to implement to stop corruptions in control board. Okay, this is really a chain system. Okay, it's like a link system. Okay, every board is connected with another board. Okay, 64 control board, they're gonna work in a chain system. One control board will be monitored, by like 10 control boards. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of techniques we need to apply to stop corruptions in control board. Okay, behind this scenario. So this is very like simple or very plain plan, but behind this scenario I think we have to do a lot of works. Okay, thank you, and I believe that this video is gonna help. Okay, for Bangladeshi people. Thank you very much, and I'll try to come to another video to talk about another problems, like we can simply control traffic problems in Bangladesh. Okay, and also I'll try to make a video about election that we can follow. Okay, right now the election system of Bangladesh is completely poor system. Okay, we need to update it, and I'll try to make a video about that. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.